Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever heard people say Schengen visa is very difficult to get? Indian passport almost get rejected. Schengen visa is very tough to get. I have heard this so many times that I was honestly nervous myself before applying for Schengen visa. But here is the truth. I got my Schengen visa approved on my very first attempt. Not only mine, I traveled with my wife and kid. We got a Schengen visa in just 5 working days. No agents, no fake documents, no jugaad. Just the right preparation and the understanding of how Schengen visa actually works. So in this video, I'll walk you through my own experience on how I got my Schengen visa on time, what are the documents I submitted, when and where I applied this visa, and most importantly, what mistakes you should avoid during this process so that you'll get your visa on time. I'm Mohan. Welcome back to Virtual Visa, your trusted partner for visa information, travel tips, and immigration updates. A quick disclaimer before we start. This video is solely on my own personal experience. No legal advice. Visa rules can change. Even the embassies have the right to approve or reject your visa case by case. But trust me, if you understand the logic behind Schengen visa process, it becomes very easy for you to get one. First thing first, what is Schengen visa? A Schengen visa allows you to travel to 29 European countries with one single visa. Countries like France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Switzerland, and so many European countries comes under this Schengen visa. Here is the entire list of countries comes under Schengen visa. Now here is the key thing people miss during Schengen visa process. The embassy is not trying to reject you. They just want to know three things. Are you a genuine traveler? Do you have enough money to travel across Europe? And will you return to India? If your documents answer all these questions clearly, there is high chance you'll get your Schengen visa on time. Let's talk about documents because this is where most people panic. I'm going to spend more time on this section because it's very important in Schengen visa process. I will explain it to you in a very simple language, step by step. Your passport should have a validity of at least 6 months. Also, it should have minimum 2 blank pages. If you have any old passport with travel history, please carry it with you. It really helps. And also, please take photocopy of your front and last page of your passport. Here is the exact photo specification for Schengen visa. You have to submit 2 recent passport size photographs for each person listed on your application. The major highlights from this photo specifications are 35 into 45 size with white background, matte finish, 80% face coverage has to be there, ears has to be visible, and without specs. I will share this detailed photo specification link in the description below. Kindly check it out. You have to carry a complete filled and signed Schengen application form. Either you can do this offline by downloading this form from the respective embassy website. You can manually write down all the details in the application form by using blue pen. Yes, they are very particular about this blue pen. Please use only blue pen to write manually anything on your application form. If you're doing it online, you can directly enter all the details in the website itself, submit the application, take a printout, sign it, and carry it with you. If you want me to create a separate video on how to do this step-by-step application filling process, please leave your request in the comments below. I will try to make that video next. Cover letter is an important document in Schengen visa process. It's your story. You have to convince your visa officer with this cover letter with all important details in it. These are the key elements to be included in your cover letter. Your personal details, full name, nationality, passport number and contact info, consulate address to whom this letter is addressed, Purpose of visit clearly states if it's tourism, business, or a family visit. Travel dates and duration. Specific entry exit dates for the Schengen area. Itinerary. List major cities and sites you are visiting, hotel names and addresses, and planned activities. List of enclosures. In bulletin points, you have to mention all attached documents names like application form, passport, flight tickets, hotel bookings, financial proofs, and employment proof. Keep it honest, simple, and professional. No drama. I got my cover letter format through ChatGPT. It really works. If you're a salaried employee, you can take this cover letter printout on a normal plain white sheet. If you're self-employed, you can take this cover letter printout on your company letterhead with company seal and signature on it. For flights, I have two options. Either you can book dummy flight ticket with PNR details in it, or you can book a fully refundable flight ticket. I booked fully refundable flight ticket because the flight ticket is the most expensive thing in your travel budget. In case if your visa get rejected, you can secure this flight ticket money. Hotel bookings are mandatory. If you are planning to stay for 10 to 15 days in Europe, you have to submit the hotel booking confirmation for the entire duration. You have two options. Either you can use fully refundable hotel booking option, or most of the website now offer paid property option. You can use that, you can block the hotel rooms, get the voucher, and you can submit it for visa purposes. Make sure your hotel booking name matches your passport. Dates must match your itinerary. And the next important and mandatory document for Schengen visa process is the travel insurance. It has to have minimum 30,000 euro coverage per person, validity for the entire trip with few buffer days. For example, if you're planning to travel for 15 days, then take insurance with minimum for 20 to 25 days validity. And also don't forget to check the list of authorized insurance agency in the official immigration website of the country you are applying for. Apply only through authorized insurance agency. Under financial proof, this part is very crucial. Last 6 months bank statement with bank seal and signature, last 3 months payslip, last 2 years ITR, PAN card. If you are salaried employee, a job letter or NOC from your employer, and leave approval from your employer. If you are a self-employed or business person, GST certificate is must. This proves you will come back to India. Apart from these mandatory documents, there are some supporting documents you need to submit during this process. If you are sponsored by an Indian resident, these are the list of documents required. Sponsor letter, passport copy of the sponsor, sponsor's bank statement for the last 3 months stamped by the bank. If sponsor is your spouse, marriage certificate, and if your sponsor is your parent, birth certificate. If you are sponsored by a European resident, these are the list of documents required. Again, sponsor letter, passport copy of the sponsor, copy of the residence permit. If sponsor is your spouse, marriage certificate, and if your sponsor is your parent, birth certificate. One big mistake people make is applying too late. You can apply up to 6 months in advance or 4 to 8 weeks before travel. I applied early, so there was no last minute pressure on me. These are the benefits of applying early. Less stress, more appointment availability, time to fix mistakes if needed. This part confuses a lot of people. For Schengen visa, you don't apply directly at the embassy in most cases. You have to go through visa application centers or VACs. In India, these are the two prominent visa application centers for Schengen visas: VFS Global and BLS International. I got my visa through BLS International because my first point of entry in Schengen area was Spain. They are the official partners of Embassy of Spain in India. But to which country's consulate you have to apply your visa? For this, you have to consider two things. The first one is the country where you will be spending maximum night, or the country you are entering first in the Schengen area. For example, if your itinerary is for 10 days, 5 days you are staying in Spain and 5 days you are staying in France. The days are equal here. But if you entered the Schengen area through Spain, then you have to approach Spain embassy via BLS International. For example, if your travel itinerary is for 10 days, in that 4 days you have to spend in Spain and 6 days you have to spend in France. In this scenario, you have to approach France embassy through VFS Global Visa Center. The standard fee for short stay tourist visa is, for adults, it's 90 euros, approximately 9,500. For children between 6 to 11 years, it's 45 euros, approximately 4,800. And children under 6 years of age, it's free of cost. Over and above that, the agency will charge service fee, which is approximately 1,800 to 2,500 rupees. Just for your information, BLS International Bangalore Center, they accept only cash. So please carry some cash while visiting this particular center. But most of the VFS global centers accept cash and card. But it's better to carry some cash for better and smoother experience. Applications accepted at the visa center will be submitted the next day at the embassy. This embassy process will take 3 to 4 working days. So overall, you will get your visa, if everything goes well, you will get your visa between 10 to 15 days. For me, my appointment day was actually very smooth. I carried all my documents, both original and photocopies, and I have arranged the document in a proper order. If you are applying through BLS International, here is how you have to arrange your document. Once the document submission is done, I gave my biometric data and they took my passport size photo as well. The staff just checked the document. The total time I spent in the visa center is just 20 to 30 minutes. That's it. Then the waiting game began. Just remember this, they check consistency more than perfection. When I finally got the message to collect my passport, I won't lie, I was nervous. And then visa approved. That moment made me realize something very important. Schengen visa is not about luck. It's about clarity on visa process, honesty, and right preparation. If I can do it in my first attempt, you absolutely can too. If this video helped you, please like, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to Virtual Visa. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for instant notification on all my future videos. And if you want me to create a separate video on how to fill the Schengen visa application form, leave your request in the comment below. I will try to do that video next. Thanks for watching. I am Mohan, signing off.